Hi ladies, how y'all doing? So today I want to show you guys how to make curry shrimps. Who don't like curry shrimps? Curry shrimps taste so good. With your white rice, girl, you're good to go. Okay, so for curry shrimps, you're going to need some shrimps. Okay, so my shrimps are not cooked, my shrimps are not peeled, so I'm gonna have to do that just now. All I'm gonna do is put in a bowl with some warm water and just peel them off. Okay, so that's what we do with that. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to need some coconut milk. So I have the coconut powder, which is fine too. All you have to do is just mix with some water and we're good to go. But if you have the can, the coconut milk is just as good. Just make sure you get the thick one because you want, like, you know, a nice heavy gravy kind of thing. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to need some spices. So any kind of ground spice that you use at your house. Okay, so I'm gonna use some of that. You're going to need some onion. I have some tomatoes, so just one big one is fine. I'm gonna use some of green pepper, just a little bit of carrots. You know, I like mine to have all different colors. You don't have to add green pepper in yours if you don't want, or carrots, but I like mine with, like, you know, all kind of stuff in it. So yeah. And also I'm gonna use some of this eggplant. Okay, eggplant. I'm gonna crush some garlic, and you need some of this just to add the taste. You also need some salt, some black pepper, and I have basil. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this. Okay, so let's cut up our stuff, and I'm gonna show you how to do it in a bit. Okay, so I peeled off my shrimps, and you know they're ready to go. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna dash some of my spices in there. This is called adobo all-purpose seasoning. So you know, just a little bit. Mix it up and just leave it sit there while you're cutting your vegetables. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna leave that sit. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna cut my onion and my my garlic. I'm gonna put it in my grater, and then just how do you call that? Blend it, but not very like pure. Make sure it's like chunks. I'll show you guys. So make sure it's like that. If you don't have one of these, then just cut them off. Yeah. Okay, so I put half onion and like 4 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna go blend it up, and then once we're done this, we can start frying. Okay, so I blend my garlic and my onion. You need something like this. You don't want them too blended, and you know, you want something like this so you can fry and whatever. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna cut my eggplant, and I'm gonna cut my carrots and this green pepper. Okay guys, so I use half of my eggplant, half the 2 carrots, and half of my green pepper. Next thing I'm going to do, I need to heat up my oil and start frying. Okay ladies, so I just put my fire on. Next thing I'm going to do, take some olive oil or whatever oil you use at home and just put them there. So this maybe is about 2 tablespoons. Okay, that's what you do. While you're doing this, make sure you're cooking your rice at the side, so once you finish you can eat at once. My rice is ready, so I'm just waiting for this to think. And of course, I forgot to mention, how can you make curry shrimp without curry powder? Okay, this is just a thing that I use to put my powder inside, but this is the curry powder. I think it's a Jamaican curry powder. We bought it in a grocery store. It just came in a pack, so I just put it in there. So this is what you do. Next thing you're going to do, just add your onion and garlic mixture. Okay, so there you go. Add your stuff in there and just fry them nicely. Okay, so there you go. There's my onion starting to cook. Next thing you're going to do, just dash all your stuff in there. So meanwhile this is cooking, what you should do, I'm gonna take this same thing and I'm gonna blend my tomato. Okay, so let it cook for a bit. Okay, so my onions and everything else is cooking nicely. You see that? Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add my shrimp. Yeah, girl. Let it all cook together with all this, the flavor of all the vegetables, and then now I'm gonna put all my spices in there. Okay, ladies, so let's just let it cook slowly. We can cover it for a bit and just let it cook. My tomato is good to go. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to add my spices in my shrimp mixture. Okay. So I'm going to do like a teaspoon of curry. You don't want to put too much of this curry powder, it's very strong. I'll add a little bit more, but it depends what kind of curry you got. I'm going to do a little bit of basil. Just dash it in there. I'm going to do a little bit of this. My shrimp already have just a little bit more. And I'm going to do some black pepper. If you have paprika, if you have your cilantro, today I ran out, I don't have. But usually if you have, you can just dash it in there. So mix it up nicely. And then cover it again. Let it cook for a bit until you see the shrimps are turning nicely and pink. Then we're gonna add our tomato paste and tomatoes and what else? And then last is where we're gonna add our coconut milk. So let's just let that cook. Put your heat on low and just let it sit for like about 3 minutes. Okay, y'all, our 3-4 minutes is ready, and let's see. Ooh, that's looking good, girl. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add my tomato paste. Okay, so let's do that. I bet you can smell it through the camera. Trust me, this is some good stuff. Okay, mix up the tomato. Mix it. As a matter of fact, at the same time, I'm gonna add my coconut so I can close it one time and just let it cook. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open this, put it in a bowl with a little bit of water and just dash it in there. Okay, so this is how it looks. It's not much, but it does the job. Next thing do, just put some water in there. Take your spoon, mix it up. So it's like all liquidy. And then we're gonna put in our shrimps. Tell me how good that looks. Oh my god. It tastes so good. I'm gonna add a little bit of water here just, to get all my coconuts in there. Mix it up. Check that out. Okay, I'm gonna put high heat so it can cook nicely. Don't put too high, just medium. Taste your salt. Okay, since this thing has salt in it, I didn't have to add no salt. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of this. Then if I think I need more salt, then I'll just add the regular salt. Ooh, check that out. Who wouldn't want that in their rice, yeah? Please tell me. Perfect. The last thing I'm gonna add after it's cooked and everything, I'm gonna put some lime, just a little bit to add the tangy flavor to it. But right now, let's just cover and let everything cook nicely. And that's it, girls. That's it. See how simple it's been? About 3-4 minutes. Let's check out our shrimps. See, it's cooking nicely. Let's just leave it cook, and so all the shrimps can get nicely and cook together with all the spices and whatnot. Also, for some people who like potatoes, you can cut them small pieces and add them in there. I don't think I'm gonna do that today, but sometimes I do it and it tastes just as good. Okay, so let's just let it cook. Put your heat on low. You don't want them to get burned, and let it just cook nicely and slow. And then after maybe 7 minutes, we're gonna check it out and see if it's ready, and then that's it. You're ready to go. Okay, y'all, let's check our shrimps. That looks so good. Oh my god. Anyways, this is done. You see? Next thing I'm going to do, if you have any big nice pepper, add it in there just to add nice flavor to it. The last thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna squeeze my lime. Or is it lemon? I don't know, one of it. Lime, lemon, same thing. So just squeeze it in there. Mix it up and you're good to go. What happened, Maliha? You see? That's it, lady. We're done for the day. Tell me how good this looks, yeah? Okay, ladies, and our meal for today is done. So this is my shrimp with my white rice, and I'm ready to pick out. Okay, so this is what you do. Hopefully you guys like it, and you guys can try it. It's very simple. Everything is just common sense. Just add everything up, cook it together. You're good to go. So simple. It takes less than 10 minutes. And you can have a nice meal that you can just sit down and just enjoy it. Okay, so I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Love you. Mwah.